What's up, guys? It's Tello here. Back to you with another World of Warcraft video. And today, we're talking about something that I don't want to spend a light year talking about, because I know I can extend these videos to 20-30 minutes very easily. And you know what? I'm proud that I could do that, alright? Because I like to talk. I like to run my mouth. It's the Italian side of me, alright? Blame my mother for raising such a talkative son. Okay, when we're at the table just spitting shit, F this, F that, maybe F you. Who knows, you know? But at the end of the day, I love my mom. Besides that, I think we all love our moms. However, I wanted to talk about this situation with world buffs. Here we go, stuttering again. Oh my gosh! But we don't edit it out. We keep it raw because I make mistakes too. Okay, just like you. But here's the thing. I have an issue, and I think many people have an issue with this too. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm in the minority or majority. Who knows? But if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. All right, you guys always leave comments. I love it. I love reading them. Love reacting. So let's go from there. But there is an issue with this particular buff right here, the Silverwing Battle Hymn. Now, I'm very happy that we have the chance to go after it every week, but I think the fact that this buff cannot be boonable is sort of a problem because depending on how they treat it with phase 2, right? Going into phase 3, phase 4, down the phases, because we're obviously going to go to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, right? If this buff is still something that people are going to go get and consider on getting, because it is a flat 5%, that's pretty big. 5% is huge, all right? Never let somebody tell you 5% is not, or 5 is not enough in life or in game. 5 will do the job. Trust me, brothers. Trust me on that one. However, 5 is massive, and whether that's damage or healing, you're gonna want that, and it's one of the best buffs I believe in the game besides the DMF buff, right? And I really like it a lot, so I look forward to every raid week to get this buff along with the BFD buff, and getting the DMF buff, and then stacking 3 world buffs going in a raid and try to speed run, because it's fun doing speed runs. It's like the only real content left in SOD right now is speed running BFD and then doing some PvP, but there's really nothing else. Maybe level alts or get gold, but if you don't have enough gold by now, if you've been playing SOD since it released, then that's something on your end you got to fix, right? You got to just get some gold. Some people will swipe, but that's up to them. However, I ain't gonna hate the hustle either way. You get your money, big dog. I feel you, or big sis, whoever, right? Regardless, I think this boon needs to be this buff needs to be boonable, is what I'm trying to say. Because, if you go after it just for a week, right? I think it says it over here. The reward is weekly, it only impacts you, not the part of your raid. This needs to be something that they choose to do where it's maybe every couple days you can get it, maybe twice a week you can get it, 3 times a week you can get it, just for a simple quest that doesn't require much to do. I mean, for God's sakes, I see people just going in the PvP event, not even killing the boss because they're tired of doing the rep. They just kill the grunt and leave, They're just killing the grunt, grabbing the mark and dipping, or harfing back to, the inn and just handing in the quest, right? Like, people are kind of over it, It's a very stupid quest to do. It's very simple, very easy. It's a kill and handed. That's it. And the grunt's like health that you kill is like only like what, 4 to 5k. All I'm saying is they need to make this buff like completely boonable, and going into phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, whatever, it's gonna be more of like an inconvenience having to go to Ashenvale once a week just to do a buff that might last either a whole Noma raid or a whole, because people are still gonna be running BFD raids in phase 2. Like, people are still gonna be going after maybe some epic items. I would say specifically the epic staff, because I truthfully think the epic staff from BFD is the best item in the entire raid, even better than the Hydra and the crossbow, the hunter crossbow. I think that epic staff is completely nuts. So people like casters and stuff, they might have like some raid runs, BFD runs, where they're going for that staff still, So regardless of all the stuff I'm saying, I think Blizzard, what you need to do is make this, world buff boonable, so people can not need to worry about having to, go back to Ashenvale every single week just to kill a grunt. And if you don't make it boonable, at least make it, where you can get it more than one time. Because for such, a 5% value, which is good. I'm not saying it isn't bad. I said earlier, like, this is huge. It is really huge. But my thing is that it, for the value to the time and then equaling the worth, for some people they just won't do it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll do it once, and then having to wait a whole weekly reset, like, it's just a waste of time. So it's better just getting the DMF buff and the BFD buff, and then that's it. I mean, if you're really sweating that hard and you're going for speed runs, people are gonna do it regardless. I'm not saying they're not, but I guess what I'm trying to say, it's an inconvenience. All right, if you can agree with me, I'll say that right now. It's just an inconvenience, and I hope they consider changing that so they can make, the world buff experience a little bit more pleasable when it comes going into phase 2 and phase 3 down the line. Because obviously, different types of raids, maybe we'll get different types of world buffs. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that you're gonna be accumulating and like adding onto your character, as well as elixirs and flask and other types of buff, etc. I just think it would be cool if they decided to like make this minor fix. That's all I want to talk about in the video. It's really not like much like, going over anything else. I just wanted to shine some light to it because I feel like not a lot of people are like, besides on forum posts, maybe some videos are out there. I'm not too sure. I haven't really been paying attention to this topic, but I just wanted to bring it up because I feel like what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like Blizzard, we're doing such a decent, pretty decent, good job with SOD. All right, I won't say it's perfect. Obviously, nothing is perfect ever, but we're doing a pretty damn okay job with SOD. We're getting into phase 2. We're leading our way. Let's, fix some of these minor inconveniences so we don't have people having to go back to Ashenvale every single phase leading up into the rest of SOD. Let's make this thing boonable. We never need to talk about it again, and we're done. But that's basically it. That's all I want to say. If you guys agree with me or you disagree, or maybe you have, different ways of thinking, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate, making these videos, and, we'll have more stuff to come out, more theory crafting. Maybe we'll even go over other classes if I decide to, like, look deep and dive deeper into other classes. I mean, the only other class I really played besides Paladin was Warrior, truthfully, and Warlock and Mage. So those are 3 classes I've been playing. And maybe we'll dive into those classes as well, or just talk about other WoW-related topics. Maybe follow up with WoWhead news, and make this channel a whole bunch of mix of stuff. It's not only WoW just stuff here. I've just been covering WoW lately because that's what's on my mind. But we do other content as well. All right, guys. So stick around. It's gonna be a lot of cool shit. Much love, amigos. Keep on keeping on. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
If you wanna dance, if you wanna